Hello, and welcome to part 2 of building a TIE fighter. In the last one, we built the shape, and in this one, we're going to continue with the texture because we did put a little texture on it earlier. So the texture we put on, we'll just go into texture preview mode, was this bland, simple, very simple thing with silver metal jobby. And what we want is to add some detail to this. So it's going to involve a tiny bit of unwrapping. So if you select one of these, one of the wings, and then edit mode, select all of those faces, and we'll just do Q projection. And then in your shader editor, we want a texture coordinate input and a Voronoi. Where is she? There she is. And we're going to want a color ramp. Converter color ramp. There we are. Okay. So we want to put the UV into vector, and we want to take distance into the color ramp, and then just drop that in there for now. And that's what we get. Not very pretty at all. So change this to F2 and change Euclidean to Manhattan. And we're going to just move a few sliders here. So with your color ramp, drag that all the way up, and then add another pip. And if you can select it, which is always a pain, blast, just move that. Grab this one, put it on the other side of the black. And you see what we're doing? We're just creating some shapes, and I want to bring these really close together like that. So we got these geometric shapes. Okay, and I would quite like it to be not going diagonal. So if I switch this to my UV editor and just tab into edit mode and just select that or press A, and I'm going to press R and hold Control to just, I'll do it. Yeah, no right. And we just use that as the bump. So Shift A, vector bump. Drop that bad boy in the heights. Drop the normal in the normal, and Control Shift click. Okay. So it's also in the base color. So if we just took that out, that's all we've got. And I might actually up the scale of that. Yeah, I want it smaller. There we go. So that just adds a bit of detail. This thing here, we just need to project that in the best way. We'll try sphere projection. Nah, seems silly, but Q projection. No, I'm fine with that. That looks cool. Okay. It's actually a bit strong, so I'm gonna make this white for a start. And I'm gonna get these very close together. There we go. So now it's very subtle. Well, yeah. And now if you grab a wing and tab into edit mode, and what we're going to do is we're going to go back into this edit viewport thingy, and I'm just going to go into X-ray mode, because what I want is all of these inside faces. Blast. There they are, all of them. And that'll be both sides. And then if you click on the material tabs, click plus, and then click a new material, and just click assign. And if we head over to the viewport again, we can see now that this is a separate material. And what I've blast, I've clearly, I didn't mean to add them. So I'm just going to select these erroneous ones and click assign on that one. Okay. So this material we'll call inner wing, and we'll call the other one body. And we're going to do a bit better than what I showed you at the beginning. So we want inner wing, select that, and just turn that black for a start. And Shift A, vector, texture, Voronoi. We might be able to get away with generated here. And we want a color ramp. Just drop that in there, and let's have a look. And then just change this to distance to edge. And no random. Scale it. That's funny how it does that. 2D? Yeah, 2D. So no random. Scale it right up. That'll probably do it. And then just drop that into a bump. Vector bump. Doink. Nope. Doink. And a doink. And there we go. So now we've got that kind of carbon fibery type thing. We can even bring the roughness down for that, for the wingy bits, you see. And if we go over to cycles render, and get this, it might be a bit too small, that scale. Let me just let's go 80, and then I'm gonna bring that up. That's better. So what I've done is I've just increased the contrast between. So rather than it being like that, it's like that. Okay. Control tick. Did we add a bevel to this? No, we didn't add a bevel. If you didn't add a bevel to the bitty bits, the frames, straight on. And all we need to do to finish is, we could look at this. So that's a bevel and mirror. So just press them. Tab U, cube projection, I would expect. No. Unwrap. Nope. Smart. I'm just going to look at these UVs a second. Oh yeah, just mess around with them. There we go. Okay, and just lastly, we just got to select the inner ring here. I'm going to turn off the subdiv, and I'm just going to select all of this. Pick a new plus on the material properties, and then just pick the inner wing. No, don't pick the inner wing. That's silly. No. Just yeah. Minus. I've got to be in object mode to minus the material. Sorry. Plus, and then make a new one. And we just make this black and very reflective. And assign. Plot the old subdiv back on. Thingy mode. And there you go. That's it. A very low poly TIE fighter. It'll look better if we take the thingy off. And yeah, just to make it look cool, I put a light behind it, point light, that was green like their lasers at 1000 watts with 1 meter of jobby, and then I just put it over here somewhere, like but down, like there. I don't know. There you go. Whatever. Right. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That is your TIE fighter. A very low poly, simple to make. So there we are. Just using bump, you get a lot of detail without really needing a lot of detail in the geometry, which makes it less system heavy, obviously. And if you look at things like my edgeware tutorial, you can find out how to add the edgeware to it to make it look a bit roughed up. You can just, for the bump, you could add a noise texture in certain areas, again using masks. So if you watch any of the previous tutorials I did, you'll understand what the masks are and how you can use them. But we are done with our low poly TIE fighter. That's been wonderful fun. I've been Nick, you've been you. I'll hopefully see you in the next one. Farewell.